You got Trevor's color. I believe that he's making the fuel system or the fuel for the space dock.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
There's some really good monkey toast. It's a hidden picture.
Was there something else?
Right there. Rockstar uses a lot of darks and lights. The colors, dark colors and light colors, black and white. And if you look, if you look at it, they create a picture. This is just I believe it is a monkey.
Please excuse me. I've got something shameful to do. I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
But that's not that's just little stuff, and it's really hard to make that one out. Right here, on this one,
something else?
On this, the two pieces of plywood right here in front of us, there's a multiple face. There are multiple faces.
As much as I love
use your phone, go through the filters, and you can see them. The face right there. Now, I believe that because of the way the head is construed, really tall, I think that this might be like a tree trunk, or maybe it could be the side of a mountain. But there's multiple faces. There's two faces that are really big right there, looking at each other.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
I hope you can see it right there. I mean, there's clearly a face, and he's looking that way. Well, there's using the darker colors. There's another face. In his ear, you can see his ear really, really good, and he's staring this direction. They're they're looking at each other.
Catching up.
Well, at the bottom, there's an alien head right there. You see the eye. The more shadowed it is, the more shadow is implied. You can see it a lot clearer. The alien right there in the bottom. The back side of the alien's head is where the black pieces of tape are. That's the back side. Now, if you notice that on the trash cans around the city, you see the chain or the Ulus. It looks like they're links. They're linked together, but there's in the center of them there's a row of dots. Well, there's the same row of dots right there. Well, those row of dots right there create two dead chickens. They're dead. They look like they've been defeathered. There's dead chickens.
As much as I love catching up.
There's more faces in this. They get small. There's one right there. It's inside of the big one. The bigger faces. There's smaller faces.
Please excuse me.
And they're just the heads. They're just the faces. And these guys have beards. So you gotta look at them like with beards, and I mean, you really have to. You don't gotta stare at it and try to, make something up. But you can really clearly see it. Okay. There's more to this picture over here of a bird. Right there. That bird is carrying something that I can't really make it out, but it looks like he's dropping bombs. There's one further back that's darker, but there's bombs. Okay. And at the top of these plywood, you got a white spider.
Please excuse me. I've got something shameful to do. I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
It is a witch. You see her. You see her head right there. Right underneath the word 60, or go frag yourself. The word go, like her head is right the top of her head, and then you see her face, and you can see her dress down at the bottom here, bottom of the screen. Hey,
As much as I love
how's it going?
catching up.
I'm just showing some of Rockstar's secret, their secrets. Like, you know, there's a white spider right there.
Please excuse me.
And then next to it, right underneath the word "go," you can see the witch's head. The witch, or AKA Ursula, the lady that controls the weather. But right there is a face on the plywood. You just got to change the colors and look at it, and look at the plywood using just blacks and whites. Even in the TV show Ink Master, they did an art challenge where they had to create illusions using dark and, you know, black and white colors. Now, again, as I stated previously, on the trash can, you got the two U's that are sideways, and it looks like chain links. They got dots in the center of them. Well, look, there's dots, and they all are lined up all the way across. There's 4 of them right there.
Please excuse me.
I'm zooming in because I could point at them with the gun, but then you wouldn't be able to see it without the colors being changed. And then this only gets better, like if I activate the Isaac filters, these pictures only become a lot more clearer, changing the colors. Right here, these 2 white ones, these 2 white dots, if you zoom out, you see the grays, like the gray shadows become a body, and they're 2 dead chickens. I mean, they're just defeathered dead chickens, like cartoony style.
As much as I love catching up.
And I don't know if you can hear Lester speaking, but he keeps repeating the word ketchup. I'd like to catch up as much as I'd like to catch up. Catch up this.
Please excuse me.
But they even go as far as the rugs. Okay, like this rug. You know, all around the city, you got the buildings with the H on it. Also helicopter landing pads, but there's actually buildings that are shaped like an H. What I really want to notice when I was in here, I spent 4 hours in here last night taking pictures and screenshotting. I wanted to do a live stream. Notice the here. There's another one. I'll point it. Can I pull a gun out of here? No, I can't. Okay, just to the left of the H. Okay, you see the flowers. Well, just to the left of it, you got a building right there. It looks like a house, and right in the center of that is the number 8. Right for a door, it's the number 8.
Please excuse me.
You know, 8 is infinity stood up. Well, the peak of that building is an eagle. Like his wings are spanned out. I mean, it could possibly be a church or a school, but it really looks like, you know, the eagle head in the middle at the peak of the roof, and then the wings are on the, you know, each side spread, you know.
Was there something else?
Well, then you got the arrows, you know, the arrows right there pointing to each other. The mirrored image, you know, the hint at mirrored image.
As much as I love catching up.
And right there in the center, there's a face of some sort using the black triangles for the eyes. Right in the center, the big square right there.
Please excuse me.
The centerpiece looks like an anteater, you know. But some of this stuff is really reaching. You know, you got the V's, you know, a V here and a V there on either side. But the rugs at Lester's apartment were overlooked. That one right there's got some good pictures.
Was there something else?
You got you see, like, there's 2 turtle heads, or what they really remind me of in Mario Brothers. The original Mario Brothers, you had the plants that would come out of the tunnels and shoot fire. That's what they kind of look like, but they could also be turtles. Turtle head, little green turtle heads that are shooting fireballs around. Well,
please excuse me.
And right in the middle, you see a guy with a orange beard, and he looks like he's got a helmet on, just like a little half-shaped helmet. And right in the center of my screen.
I'd offer you something, but you were just
I'm
leaving.
not sure what any of the, what they're pointing at, or what that guy right there with the beard, looking like a Viking with a half domed helmet, or a biker possibly. Now read them nice and clear.
As much as I love catching up.
Now the Kiflon, the color Kiflon blue or Epsilon blue is
Please excuse me. I've got something shameful to do.
Wherever you see that color, see that teal color, or what we know is Epsilon blue, power blue, or electric blue. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there, there's the numbers. Watch everything. And sightings. There's a restaurant called Sightings, and then there's clear, longitude and latitude.
As much as I love catching up.
Or it could be measurements, because they're like 69. It could be I really can't make out whether it's a circle for degrees, or if it's an apostrophe, or a comma. Liberty Tree, page 32. Okay.
I'd offer you something.
Watch
you were just leaving.
These. Watch these. Banks. Penrith is a bank.
Was there something else?
Maze Bank. Let me see if I can get closer to that.
As much as I love catching up. Please excuse me. I've got something shameful.
Con Bank. K. Con with a K.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
I'm not sure what the middle one, the one under Maze is.
Was there something else?
My shadow's moving back and forth. But it wants us. It says watch those banks. So they must do something. Why is that light so bright? Must be daylight out. Here's another thing I think we should look up.
Please excuse me.
LARP, live action role playing. I'm not sure what the second part is. LARP for some live action role play for
I'd offer you something, but you were just
I'm gonna have to look up that meaning of what they're pointing at right there. They have bugs and wiretaps, so silence, and it's in the Epsilon blue color. So you're going to want to do this all this stuff as Michael DeSanta, of course. Silence is underlined. Michael DeSanta has the ability to be silent and stealthy. You got all these locations. Right there is the tunnel. Right there by the barber shop is right there where the B is. There's a little, the Plaza strip mall is where B is located. And then Monday you want to be there. Not quite sure what that place is, but it's right across the street from the City Hall building. I know that. This is right across. This is the H building that is shaped like an H that is right across the street from Legion Square. Legion Square is right there, where you see read the word "stay here," and then you see the green square just to the right that's got the little white driveway. That is Legion Square.
I've got something shameful to do.
GPS coordinates is take a gun next time. Okay. And this, okay, you got Alta Street right here at C. Where C is, that is Alta Street. You come down.
Was there something else?
Then there's the little construction site, or the electricity and plumbing storage fence you can access.
As much as I love catching up.
This time is these red words: binoculars, knife, rope, cell phone, and night sight is underlined. So night vision is a big thing. So these people must be wearing all black, and just to be able to see things in the dark or the shadowed areas if it's daylight.
I'd offer you something.
You're going to want to use the night vision. Night sight is underlined. Notice that. Anything that is underlined is very, very important.
Was there something else?
This picture right here says zombie on fire. So the Vinewood zombie, as soon as I find him again, I'm going to set him on fire and see what happens. But notice that there is a revolver at the top of the picture.
Please excuse me.
A revolver with a smoking barrel. But there's also the clouds also make a face. So it's misconstrued, but it could be the face of something. But I think maybe we got to set the zombie on fire. There's only one zombie in the game. There's just a lot more stuff that we need to look at with using our color filters, and even including the Isaac filters. The Isaac filters are really good at,
as much as I love catching up,
exposing a lot more of the in-depth hidden things, like
please excuse me. I've got something shameful to do.
And Lester keeps saying, please excuse me, I've got something shameful to do. That correlates with fame or shame,
something, but you were just leaving.
Where's the one? Is that one? The one?
Was there something else?
The totem. Look at this totem right here. Right here, in the wall, between the poster and the picture frame, just the wallpaper. There's a totem. You have a dragon.
Please excuse me. I've got something shameful.
And right above it, you got a ram or a goat. You got a dragon. See, you can see it really clearly. And the dragon has a sound symbol.
But you were just leaving.
Do you see the sound symbol right there? Inside the flowers, that's the signal. A signal. The symbol that represents signal or sound. There's the dragon with the sound symbol. Then you got a goat. And above the goat, you have an owl.
As much as I love catching up.
And then you got what could be a human.
Please excuse me.
It looks like two legs, two little legs. I didn't notice that last night. I just noticed that there's an owl right there.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
The ram head. and the dragon with the sound symbol. I didn't even notice, and to be honest, I didn't notice the sound symbol. So using the color filters and looking at every little detail is very important. I mean, we all know this. All of us hunters know this. That it's just amazing the hidden pictures and the hidden artwork that is hidden amongst the artwork. It's artwork that is hidden amongst the artwork. The art. It's inside, and it's just so detailed and.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
Good stuff, because they're all clues that are pointing at things. That point at, at the ultimate reward. This thing, there's an alien head.
As much as I love catching up,
there's a code that needs to be deciphered around this. It's a pattern because it's a repeating code all the way around the circle. Like a pentagram. Of course, you got the star. You got the swirling around the eye. It's in the center. But then if you step back a little bit, pull it back and look at the eye, let the eye be the like the forehead with like a slash through it. Then you got the two shadowed. I mean, that's clearly an alien. Clearly an alien head right there.
As much as I love catching up.
My 10-year-old daughter, she can see this stuff and clearly see the pictures that I'm talking about. And not to mention, of course, it's a star. Shoot for the stars. So, that's why I zoomed into it and started investigating and looking around. And all these dates, 2005 to now, 1998 to 2004.
Was there something else?
Lester's a very, very peculiar person. Well, check this clock out. Here's some more stuff.
As much as I love catching up.
For all the rest of the hunters. Rally. Now, rally is a tennis term. When you're playing tennis and you're back and forth, hitting the ball back and forth and keeping the the game going, keeping the play going, it's called a rally. Okay? You got fair.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
Trying to make out what the other words are and been using different color filters to see if I can make the words clearer.
Is there something else?
But again, we've got I believe that is like a direction, a compass, the compass star, the kind of star that tells you usually see the north, south, east, and west on. I'm not sure what it's called, but right in the center of that clock. Okay, clocks are very, there's clocks in this game that don't have any hands, and there's toast. This is what we call toast, and that's this, like right there, the totem that's between the poster and the corkboard right there. There's pictures like that that you can only see using the color filters, and using just the colors of like a dark red and a light red, or a black and a gray, your grays, your whites, and your blacks. And some color filters, the yellow color filter, the green, they only will bring, show up with those colors. And it's all, based on the the just the art form.
I've got something shameful to do.
Yeah, and it just, okay, and then some H.P. Lovecraft artwork right here that was missed.
I'd offer you something, but
You know,
you
for
were just leaving.
the Cthulhu. Shout out to Dr. Tokenstein for showing me the light to, enlightening me about who Cthulhu was, and the Rockstar's always hinting at the Kraken, and then they release a mask that we're walking around on 2 feet just like Cthulhu, and with tentacles coming, hanging down from our chin. But there's some artwork from H.P. Lovecraft, the exact picture, but it's really, really close.
I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving. Was there something else? As much as I love catching up.
Yeah, it's all the facade. See all the different colors in the facade? The facade. Yeah.
Please excuse me.
Blockade.
I've got
No, it's
something
facade.
shameful to do. I'd offer you something, but you were just leaving.
Now to accept the truth. This one was a really good one. Let's change the color filters.
Was there something else?
Now. Oh, see that? See that? Oh.
As much as I love catching up.
Now look. Do you see just above the tree line, the edge of the mountain, the very, the top of the mountain, the ridge.
Please excuse me.
There's
I've got
a
something
face
shameful
on
to do.
the left side of it, and what could be a dragon or a dinosaur.
I'd offer you something.
It's up to you to decide what your take on that is, but that's a dinosaur on the right, and that on the left side of the picture there is a face. I mean, they're cartoony looking, but the dinosaur looks more realistic than the face. The face looks cartoony.
As much as I love
real long,
catching up.
drawn, real long, pointy chin, pointy nose. See, hopefully you can see it better there. See how the darks to lights change?
Shameful to do.
They create stuff, okay? They let you see deeper into the pictures, just like the sunglasses that Benjamin Franklin invented in the movie National Treasure, to see the map that was on the back of the Declaration of Independence. And he put the glasses on and it exposed everything, and then he changed the filters, and it allowed him to see different pictures inside of the same piece of the same artwork.
As much as I love
and this is the same concept, the same exact and that's the truth of it. There's no other way to deny that.
Please excuse me.
I mean, if you can't see that there's a dinosaur or a dragon and a face right there,
I'd offer you something.
I don't know what else to say that would convince you. What else did I notice last night?
Was there something else?
I took pictures of everything. Oh yeah, you got IP addresses.
As much as I love catching up.
IP addresses. Terminal running. 128-bit. Remember the old 8-bit games? There's some other stuff, you know, that, you know, again, shout out to Dr. Tokenstein for pointing that out to me. You can only see them in bird's eye view at the airport. The whole, all that stuff is all 8-bit.
You were just leaving.
8-bit stuff. And all this, there's all kinds of 8-bit symbols, and here in Lester's apartment, it's all, there's just stickers that are all over the place. And there's a spot on the map that's right there. That's on the map that really looks like a noose. It's up at the top, and we've had to, you know, in online mode, they take us to that location for deliveries and pickup points for the, you know, the CEO missions and the biker missions.
Please excuse me. I've got something.
Okay, so you got this iron cross right here that's made out of the road. Okay, an iron cross right here. You can see it. You got to use the roads to make this. Okay, there's all kinds of just, you know, hidden clues that are on the map. All right, now there's what looks to be like a pair of scissors, but or they could be like hemostats that a doctor uses, because they come down, they connect, and then it comes down right here and connects into this area. What I think it is doing is holding a bullet in place, or it's going down the barrel of a gun is what they're doing. The scissors are going down a barrel of a gun, and it's like they got it clamped off. The tip of the barrel is right here using this road. Right here, that's the edge of the barrel. Then the barrel comes this way down this road, and it comes down to this road, and it making the barrel of a revolver. The whole gun is really, really big. This is the bottom of the gun. This is the handle, you know, the grip. Right through here is what would be the revolver, you know, the rotator. This is the pistol grip, and it comes around to the back side. This is where the hammer is. Right here, this point, right here. This road, and this road is the point of the hammer. Okay, this is the top of the gun. Right here. Here we're crossing Alta Street, because this is Alta Street right here. This is the construction site. This right here is Morris Mutual Insurance. So when you're on that road, you're on the top of the gun. The gun is pointing. The 6-shooter gun, the revolver, is shooting this way. Your Red Dead revolver. Well, here's a revolver right here in the map, made out of the roads, and it is pointing at that iron cross. So, you know, like X marks the spot. It's like the target. Well, and this part of it is just my theory that the scissors are holding the bullet in place, or, you know, got it, you know, they've got it pinched off to where the gun is firing, and that could be the, you know, the curse that's on the city that the aliens are controlling. You got the heart, or, you know, the strawberry. I really think it's the heart. This is, you know, a ventricle, and this is, you know, like an artery, and this is an artery. You know, the artery going in, the artery going out. This is, I believe this is a heart. And the pool area where the water is, it looks like it looks like a dog that is laying down. You know, this is his back legs. And this is how he curls his front legs around, and they touch each other, and you know, up here's his head. It just looks like a dog that is laying down. I'm staring at the same right now because my dog's laying on the ground, you know, just curled up, laying down, and he's looking at me. Like that's that's what the same. So you know, that could be a representation or clue at Chop. Okay, right down here. They come. There's that parking garage that everybody wore out that mission because it paid out on the online mode. That paid out so much. I think it was called Rooftop Rumble. Okay, well across the street to these railroad tracks, the subway runs. It goes underground. Okay. When it goes underground, you stay there underground for until watch the sun come up, and at around 11 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll see a big thing. The speedometers of the Insurgent, and as well as the DeLorean in real life. You know, the DeLorean car in real life, the Space Docker car. Well, there's a tunnel there that when the sun comes up, the shadows that are displayed onto the ground that's inside the tunnels there, just before it starts into the subway tunnels, you'll see the shadow play as it goes through, and it lines up directly. I mean, it comes down to a nice little dotted line, and it goes right into into one side of the tunnels, and that tunnel also is an S-curve, a serpent pattern, and that area correlates with the paintings that are on the Ovray Gallery of serpentine pattern and railroad tracks. Subways run on railroad tracks, and it comes in S-curves. Well, on that specific one, on either side is some Epsilon blue graffiti, and there's two. There's on either side of the walls. There's two electronic power boxes. I really believe that could be, and I honestly believe that is the time travel location. And just tonight, the most recent DLC, the Halloween update DLC. Rockstar released the old school car, the Bravado Gauntlet, and it has the liveries have the dotted line, and it's the same dotted line. It's the exact same. Check it out if you want. If you don't believe me, you can check it out. Also, right here, this area, okay, in the TV show, the Princess Bubblegum. TV show that's on in Grand Theft Auto here. There's that little squirrel or cat thing that really reminds me of the disappearing cat from Alice in Wonderland. But here it is, and it looks to be as if it could, either be flying or dead. And you use the trail here. Use the trail. This is his back legs, and it comes up through here, like. This being his little sphincter or whatever, if you will, but it comes out into his tail and comes down. And it's the top of his head. The church building where the cemetery, this is all cemetery right here, but the building would represent his nose, and then the water and the little island represents an eye. I mean, it's. Yeah, it's a squirrel, or the cat. Could also be maybe a meerkat or something. The lake, you got the number 4, but there that noose is, right there. Look, that is a noose. Okay, the little teardrop symbol, that's a noose. And look at it from afar, look at it close up. That's a noose. Right there. If it's not, I mean, it could be a teardrop. It could be, just like the Ron. Put Ron in your tank. The same symbol. Look at the, the Ron tanks. Or the signs at the gas station. There's only 4 of them. There's only 4 Ron gas stations in the whole map. All right. Well, there's for locations that you need to do 3 things is what the Yan 229 guy said. That Rockstar creator that leaked things that you got to do. There's 3 locations. You got to do 3 things to unlock number 4, and then you got to have 4 to unlock number 5. Well, there's 3 locations that are really secret, and they tried to hide it at 2 of them, but you can clearly see them. And we'll go there. I'll show it to you. But right down here, Pier 400, where you go into Merriweather, right here along the road, you will find it's on the road itself. You'll see circles with the number 10. Okay. Now, what I think that the circles with the number 10 is they're hidden time trials. They put in a hidden murder mystery for Michael DeSanta. You just had to go and see that, take pictures of the scratches on the wall, right? Well, since Rockstar has started doing the time trials from one location to another location, I think that this is the things that we need to do is we come here and run the time trial in a certain time, get it done, and then go to the next one. The next one is out here at the power plant. Okay? The power plant. See these 2 big long objects? What really, really look like torpedoes? Or if you look at it from a distance and put them close together, could be a jetpack. But what's really here is you come out on the road and just look on the road, you'll see more number 10s with a circle around it. Just like when you're flying and collecting checkpoints or the yellow markers for flying challenges or the checkpoints during races. It's an arrow with a circle. Well, these are number 10s with a circle, and they're on the road like a hidden time trial. Every time you cross that 10, that's 10 seconds. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. There's a lot of time trials that are like that. Okay. The third location of the number 10s, which is very peculiar, is it's at the parking garage that is across the street from the, go down the highway. It'll be right here. Yeah. This is at the parking garage. This is the parking garage, isn't it? I'm sorry. This right here, this building right here, or the parking garage. You go through the parking garage as you go up, and that's the very first location I noticed that there was, the circles with the number 10 on it was doing the Fleeca heist over and over again. We come up and going up the ramps, you see the number 10 with a circle around it. Okay, what's that for? That's got to mean something. Well, I think that they want us to go through that parking garage, up one side, follow it around, and keep hitting all the number 10s and keep going around without hitting anything, without wrecking, because that's going to slow you down, of course. And then come out of the parking garage, and then come from go from there to the next one, which would light the fuse, so on and so forth. And the third location. That's 3 locations. That's 3 things. Do 3 things to unlock number 4. Number 4, like say this would be the 3rd location. You do number 3 to unlock number 4. Number 4 being, there's a mountain. It's right here. That was very, very, very pointed at by Rockstar during the Impante Ruiner 2000 mission overtime shootout. You go down the ramp, and it's the target, it was stacked up like a cone, but the shadow, because the sunlight, when you open your phone up and time is stuck at high noon, the shadow creates the sound symbol right here on top of the mountain. Very clear. I mean, it's very clear during that you can see that mission that there's a sound symbol, the symbol or the signal symbol, and it's signaling out, broadcasting out towards the ocean, broadcasting out this way. Okay. So this could be the 4th location, because I mean it's from here to here, not very far. Okay. But as far as the whole the wavy system goes, look at the road. It waves. All right. Now the number 5 thing, I believe, is the ultimate thing, and that would come. The signal is hit, then right here at this pond that we've been taken to many, many, many times, the Epsilon track. It's mentioned in the Epsilon tracks about a water being, it's a riddle, like water being crystal clear, but not as crystal clear as it is clear and crystal. And what that means is, I mean, it's really clear water. You can see through all the way through it, but there's little green specks of radiation that are floating in it. And they just, yeah. Well, there's another little pond right here. But if you let the pond connect to, the point, and connect the trails, it creates a crescent moon. The crescent moon actually has an eye, and the eye symbol, you can see this when you're playing as Michael DeSanta, because the yoga symbol actually creates an eye symbol. Like it creates an eye. Okay? And it rests on the moon, giving the moon like a face. Well, what that eye does is that eye shoots the beam of light over the top of Mount Chiliad, opening the door, or exploding the top of the mountain, allowing, triggering everything to happen. The red beam of light comes down, the wall that's in the alleyway, down here, the mysterious alley, that has, that showcases the Kraken that is, coming over with the Vinewood sign. The Kraken is coming over the Vinewood sign. Right here. Again, we got like the Yoshi head. And you see this shape right here? The roads. It's got like this, and then it's got the curved nose just like Yoshi. I can show you Yoshi, the same shape, the same head shape in the clouds. And I mean, they constantly, there's 4 or 5 of them, and they just rotate around us all the time. I've pointed out to a lot of my friends, Dr. Tokenstein, I've shared it, but nobody, nobody thinks it's anything. But why would it be on the map? Why would it be in the clouds? Look, and over here why would it be right there? A Yoshi shape, on its back. Well, the only dinosaur that I know of with a saddle on its back was Yoshi. I mean, an iconic, and that's what this game is all about, is icons like Marilyn Monroe and the other great icons of the world, or, of history. But back to the red light, the red laser, or the red beam of death, whatever you want to call it. it comes down and hits, it gets ricocheted from the, it hits directly in the center of the observatory, and it's ricocheted. It gets diverted to the Penrith building. The Penrith building, right, it hits the eye and the center, and it charges, or it hits the stars, and it charges up the big chrome eagle that's at the bottom of the IAA and FIB building. The eagle flies up to the top of Maze Bank, right to the top of it, and that's where it activates what could be a big minigun or a big Gatling gun. And Rockstar also pointed at what I'm saying. Like they gave me the proof with the 4th of July update after they released the bunkers, because the livery that you could put on your MOC has a big eagle carrying a minigun, being assisted by the lasers, the laser jet, or it could be the Hydra, but I think that it's the laser jets, and the eagle has, with the minigun, is flying, carrying a minigun to go fight. It's a weapon that the Maze Bank holds, and you take it and you use it to fight the big beast that's coming over to destroy the city. Right here. Here's another crescent moon. I've been looking for a third one, to see if it could be a location. But right here, like, this is the point. It comes around using the white line trails. This is it. Will be its eye. You know who lives here, right? I believe that would be Devin Weston. Devin Weston lives right here. Yeah. And he lives on a crescent moon shape. The roads make a crescent moon. Right there. Check that out. But that's about all for today. I just want to share that with you. Me and Dr. Tokenstein will be doing another live stream. We've talked about it, showcasing some other things, and he's got some exciting videos planned for you. So stay tuned, and hope you like the video.
Shameful to do.